Control your emotions. In this video, I'm going to talk about why controlling emotions is important in life and how one simple mistake, one simple overreaction can ruin your whole life. See, in life, one thing I've realized is that you will be tested over and over again. But the difference, that what separates a man from a boy, the difference between a boy and a man, is how do you react to things? How do you react to what life gives you? Right? Are you overreacting? Are you taking out your anger, your frustration out on the world when the things you're dealing with are internal? Right? You can lash out. It's easy to lash out. It's easy to start mugging people. You have no idea who they are. It's easy to take it out on people who love you, that you love. But what a man will do is channel that frustration inwards and try to resolve that issue, right? Not take it out on people, but focus on what they need to fix in their life, in their situation. Clear their mind, right? Discipline, clarity. Understand that better days are coming. Understanding that today is not what tomorrow brings, right? Understanding that you can overcome the situation by patience. That's why I preach and I say that men should meditate, right? As long as praying as well, but meditate, clear your mind. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you should do, fix your bed, clean your room, meditate, right? Just sit down, just you and your thoughts. Keep calm, don't overreact, right? That you do that on a consistent basis, you'll understand and master how to control your emotions. And that is a major key that many men fail, and women as well. But especially as a man, you got to realize your emotions, don't matter how successful you are, don't matter where you're at in life, it will challenge you. And you can ruin your life just like that, in a flash, all because of reaction, all because of a decision you made when you weren't in the right state of mind, when you weren't thinking straight. You let your emotions get the best of you. And most times, most people regret it after, right? But in life, you will realize one mistake, even if you regret it after and you apologize, man, that can destroy everything you got going for you. And why? Why let that happen to you? Why would you allow that? Right? You have to understand that it's not worth it. So, one thing that I know can help is to keep calm. Always think before you react. Always. I don't care what other people are telling you. You don't gotta be gangster. You don't gotta do any of that shit. You don't gotta prove yourself to nobody. Remember that. I don't care what your qualifications are, what your skills are. You don't gotta prove yourself, right? You go into a run-in. I can give you a quick story. It just happened to me yesterday. I talked about it on TikTok, but I was tested. I was challenged. Somebody came in. I'm eating inside a restaurant right after the gym. I'm just eating, have my earphones plugged in, minding my business, right? And some dude walks in. I see him arguing in the bathroom, asking anybody's in there. Don't really hear what's going on, but I mind mine. That's one thing about me, right? So I'm eating my food. The person goes to the front desk. Next thing you know, he comes right in front of me. Never looked at him. We never locked eyes until now because he's right in front of me in direct vision. You feel me? And we lock eyes. He tells me, yo, what are you looking at? I'm like, what? Yo, what are you looking at? Why you keep looking at me, dog? I'm like unplugging my earphones. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, why you don't want these problems? He's gathering his things. He's about to leave. And I stand up. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about, right? What's going on? And he has that look in his eye like, you feel me? Like he wants something, like some crazy shit. Like I fucked this bitch type shit. Like some just stupid shit. Like, you feel me? I come to find out, the worker comes to me after he leaves, and I just stand there just contemplating, like, should I, you feel me, try him? Younger me would have definitely crashed out. And, you know, I hate when people try to, you know, some people would think because you look good or some shit, like you sweet or whatever the reason may be, right? So I immediately just control myself. Even though I was pumped, I just left the gym, my testosterone's up, I'm feeling like a lion, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm feeling like, yo, I'm not inviting smoke, but don't try me, right? Because I'll fuck you up. But I still got that patience in me. I still got that emotional control, right? Because that's key. That's key. One crash out can just destroy your life. Who am I to just go and attack somebody just because of words, right? Or looks, right? I've mastered that throughout life, that ain't nobody gonna get me out of my character. I don't give a damn. I don't care what you say. Unless you physically putting your hands on me, verbal confrontation is just, you feel me? Like dogs barking on the side. Like, just people always going bark, bark, bark. The worker comes up to me, yo, you good? Everything good? Yeah, what was that about, dog? Like, I have no idea what's going on. My earphones plugged in. He said, bro, he tried to use the bathroom. We told him we couldn't for whatever reason. I said, wow, he took it out on me? And he said, yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. I said, don't be sorry, man. It's all good. So the guy was, while he was walking away prior to the worker coming up to me, he's like, yo, don't follow me, dog. Like, I promise you, do not follow me. I'm like, so he's antagonizing me, trying to like make me seem like a bitch, right? Because he's calling me out and then he's telling me don't follow me, right? Keep in mind, he don't know what I got on me. I don't know what he got on him. So the fact that he would go that route, right? Just because he's mad at what just happened to him, or he's probably having a bad day from what I perceived it as. And I'm not gonna make it worse, right? Like, younger me probably would have just like, I didn't give a damn about what you're going through. But as I get older, I realize, you know, life is, people handle life differently. Not everybody's as disciplined as you, as me, right? Not everybody has emotional control. So after I finish my meal, right? Because I'm not going to get up and for whatever, I'm going to finish my food first. So as I get up, maybe 10 minutes go by, I try to look for the guy, right? To diffuse situation, telling me, was everything good? I was honestly going to offer to pay his meal, right? Just to, out of the kindness of my heart. That's the type of person I am. Couldn't find him. So I was like, all right, let bygones be bygones, I guess, yeah? But it's just sad sometimes that to see that, especially as another brother. Of course, he was my skin color, right? I never had these interactions with any other race, like out of pure hatred or just animosity or jealousy, whatever it is, right? It's just sad, you know. And that's a pure example of how controlling your emotions can dictate your future. Because if I was to have crashed out, if I was to attack them, yeah, I don't even know if that's considered self-defense, because you can't just react on someone's verbal abuse. But I know plenty of people that would take that as a sign to, let's fight, right? And that's just unnecessary violence, unnecessary confrontation, unnecessary. Now that, imagine the cops get involved, like, for what? For words? Someone challenge you as a man, I get it, right? Most people would react even worse if they was with a girl, right? I was alone eating, right? And I totally understand. You have the right to, you're justified to get upset, but you have to understand that it's not worth it. And you will never probably see this person again. You don't know what they're going through in life, right? Maybe somebody just passing their life, maybe something, who knows, right? And I realized that as I got older, like, being part of being a man is to letting shit go sometimes. Just putting your pride aside, right? Like, we all got egos and stuff and whatnot, but controlling your emotions going to take you places that you can only imagine. I promise you, it's going to set you up for success. You're going to master how to read other people's energy and also master your own thoughts, your reaction. When nothing can faze you, no matter what they say, no matter what they talking about, who gives a flying fuck? Fuck them. You know who you are. You're a good person. Be like that, right? Don't let the world change you like these type of people, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. Never let the world change who you are as a person. So I prayed for the brother after that. Hope he was getting the blessing that he can receive. And hope that he can, you know, evolve and he won't run into somebody who's looking for that type of trouble. Because it could have ended very, very bad if I was not the type of person I am. So as I give you this example, understand that, yes, it's easy to lash out. It's easy to prove yourself. But for what? It's not worth your life. Even if you have nothing going on for yourself, you're going to have something going on for yourself. Believe and trust the process. Trust the vision that you got going on for yourself, the mission where you want to see yourself at. These little antics, these little verbal, these little miscommunications, stuff like this can derail you from your path, can fuck up everything you got going on for yourself. And if you have something going on for yourself as well, right? There's how many cases that you see people are in jail because of petty stuff like this, where they're not controlling their emotions and they are very successful. You gotta learn. You gotta learn, right? Smart guy gonna learn from his mistakes. A wise guy's gonna learn from others' mistakes. So in life, what I want you to take away from this video is to control your emotions. Never let something get the best of you, no matter what, even if you're having the worst day possible, because you know what? Tomorrow the sun comes up regardless. Whether it was raining all day tonight, whether it was raining the whole week, you know for a fact the sun's gonna show up. The sun's eventually gonna show up. So what does that mean? That means you gotta show up too, right? That means you gotta show up and be the best version of yourself too. That means you gotta realize that the next day brings a new, bright new future, bright new restart. So you don't gotta move off it, right? Pray for people who wish harm on you and wish for the best, and then watch how your life transforms. Only get positive affirmations, I promise you. The energy you put out in this world will come back to you. So when they challenge you as a man, when they are trying to get you out of your character, because they will try you. That's why I talk about these in my videos. There are a lot of NPCs, a lot of bots out here in real life, right? As human form. Because that's not real. That's not, I refuse to believe that, right? For no reason, someone is antagonizing me that I have no idea. I wasn't dripped out, nothing, just wearing sweats, gym clothes, but I was tried, right? God will put you in situations sometimes to check you, to test your character. See how you going to react. Are you what you say you do? Are you a good person in reality? How are you going to react to this brother that needs help, right? Immediately pray for him after I couldn't find him and wish God can help him see the light, because that's what he needs. That's what many men need. So control your emotions and understand that it will take you places that you can only imagine. You might not see it now, but patience is a virtue, I promise you. Just keep walking in clarity, discipline, emotion. This is Clarity X Motion. Love y'all, man.